Hello, welcome to the EU Week Review, which focuses on the Conference on the Future of Europe, wrapped up last month. Along with it, our program is also approaching its conclusion, and this is its penultimate episode. The ambition of the European Union should be to become synonymous with Europe, said Slovak Prime Minister Eduard Heger at the final evaluation event of the Conference on the Future of Europe in Bratislava, explaining that every European country that meets the criteria should have the opportunity to become an EU member state. Quote, "For me, the future of Europe lies in the fact that countries such as Ukraine, the Western Balkans, but also Georgia and Moldova will be part of the European Union. I can also see great cooperation between the EU and the UK." End of quote. The conclusions of the Conference on the Future of Europe showed the need for changes to the Treaty on the Functioning of the EU. Slovak MEP Vladimír Bilčík from the Liberal Party Together has told TASR. According to him, the European Parliament has already tasked the Committee on Constitutional Affairs with preparing a draft reform of the treaty. Citizens of EU countries had an opportunity to comment on the Union's functioning and propose changes for a year. The conference's plenary eventually adopted 49 proposals covering more than 300 measures in 9 broad areas. The European Parliament, governments of member states and the European Commission are currently dealing with the proposals. The Conference on the Future of Europe should have taken the form of direct democracy, but too few people joined in, only 700,000, while the European Union has a population of 450 million. Slovak MEP Miroslav Radečovský from the Slovak Patriot Party has told TASR in an interview. The turnout wasn't high enough to be decisive in assessing some issues, he said, commenting on suggestions that the need for unanimity of votes in the EU Council should be scrapped. Radečovský believes that this would actually distance the EU from its citizens. As for the possible revision of the EU treaties, an issue that has been resonating in the EU since the Conference on the Future of Europe ended in May, Slovak Foreign and European Affairs Minister Ivan Korčok stated that Slovakia isn't opposed to a debate, but benefits for citizens must be clear beforehand. Changes to the agreements must not be purpose-built nor work to strengthen a single EU institution, for example the European Parliament, at the expense of others, said Korčok. The proposal to do away with the need to have sensitive issues approved unanimously by the EU member states might require revisions to the EU's fundamental treaties, and Slovak MEP Ivan Štefanec of the Christian Democrats believes that all relevant institutions must be involved in this process. Quote, "The seeking of consensus allows us to avoid complications when implementing the current changes and also complications in the later future." End of quote. Štefanec says that the changes should lead to a simplified institutional structure of the EU and greater transparency. However, Štefanec also said that he was saddened by the fact that the conference didn't resonate much in Slovak society. In line with the recommendations of the Conference on the Future of Europe, the European Commission should submit legislative proposals in the areas of labour and social law, the right to an adequate income and housing, and chiefly the rights of children and the youth. Slovak MEP Robert Hajšel, a Social Democrat, has told TASR. The potential strengthening of the EU's military and defence capabilities and streamlining of the common foreign policy are also possible, said Hajšel. Only now will it become clear whether there's a real will to change and move things forward, or whether the whole conference was just a waste of time and money, said the MEP. That's it for today. We are moving forward and approaching the finish line of our series that has been covering the Conference on the Future of Europe since last year. See you next Friday.